Yeah.
stuff going on.
So you just described why you want to be a debutante.
No. Okay, so we also find out that being a debutante, my God, means that Chris has to be involved. Dad has to be involved. And this is so sad because the only other time we see Chris is how Carrie realizes this guy's never around. Like what your first introduction to him is he hasn't really called. He's never been in their town. And now Rory's like, oh no, I have to have my father on this day. And Lorelai's like, no, 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 we can get him to come. Like, and Rory's like, no, it's okay. I'll ask the mailman or whatever she said, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask Taylor. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. Don't worry about me on my birthday. And Lorelai calls Chris and has to say things like, she has never asked you for anything. And although no one's keeping track, it would seem that your constant non-presence in her life and your lack of ever showing up when you say you're going to, or calling when you say you're going to, or basically doing anything when you say you're going to, would tend to indicate that you owe her big time. Now, before you say no, he didn't even say anything. I want you to take a minute and remember you have a great daughter who needs you, and she has a mother who will hunt you down like a half-price Kate Spade purse if you disappoint her. The fact that then he says yes to that and Lorelai almost didn't hear him because it was a tone that he never puts out and it somehow missed her.
Yes.
It only meant to Rory that he's might 50-50 chance of being there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only level of expectation this man has. Even though when he said yes, after the shock was over, Lorelai goes, wow. Like she's almost like, that's darn nice of you. And then the rest of the episode is a big fat, that's darn nice of you for him doing literally anything. And even you were like, oh, Chris showed up.
Well, he said I'll definitely be there. And then they both said the word definitely. And I wrote down the word definitely. And I was like, I guess Chris isn't showing up. Because like they set that up. They set it up
Right.
that Chris is not a dependable person and like won't be there. And like they're going to just keep getting fooled by this guy who like doesn't show up. And the fact that he changed his number and moved across the country and Lorelai, this is the first she's hearing of it, is wild to me.
And
Wild.
Boston is very close to Connecticut. So that means you still haven't seen your kid and you live in Boston and didn't tell her and didn't tell them.
Yeah. Yeah. And why didn't you tell her that you were changing your phone number? What if she needed to reach you in an emergency about your kid? Yeah. This one was not an emergency, but what if it was? You move across the country, you tell the mother of your child. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like that's a thing you might mention.
You actually have to.
Yeah. I think you do.
Of course you do.
Also, did you hear the drummer in Spinal Tap reference?
Yes, I did.
Because
but I don't...
the drummer in Spinal Tap always got swapped out because I think he kept dying.
Oh.
So there was always a different drummer. That was the running joke. And there was also a reference to a 976 number. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm, I did.
Because those were the sex hotlines or the party lines.
I called those at around 12.
Nice.
It's
Yep. Call them and hang up. That was a good night.